Got a simple assembly recipe for you today. So not everything requires cooking, although I'm just gonna char a little bit of asparagus. But this is a light and green Soba Noodle salad. I don't have any protein in here today. This is a vegetarian option, so you could absolutely add some other protein-rich items if you want to. Sort of got some Japanese flavors here, but nothing is standard or typical necessarily. I'm gonna be using a brown rice noodle today so that I can enjoy this rather than a typical soba noodle, which is buckwheat and wheat based. First step is to char our asparagus. These are a little bit older, a little bit thicker. So I'm just going to take their ends off, and then I'm going to tidy up the bottom there with a peeler, and then we'll just quarter these. All right, I'm just going to pop a little bit of sesame oil on our asparagus there. Before we char it all, just take away some of that raw quality. I can put some of the rest of our ingredients. We can make our dressing, which is just yuzu juice and sesame oil. So it is as simple as that. It's sort of got all of the sweet, all of the tang, all of the toastiness, and a perfect mix of acidity and fat. So we can pop that aside. I'm gonna give it a mix right before I get going. Then into our bowl, we've got our cucumber. Again, I've de-seeded this, peeled it, and I'm gonna get some nice long pieces out of there. Nice repetition of colors, shapes, and textures in this dish. It is so simple, so we can take the time with our individual ingredients, make it a little bit extra special, a little bit of extra care. Gonna give our asparagus a quick flip, just a toss in there. Probably gonna take less than 30 more seconds and I'll pull that off. I can see that some of it is starting to get a little bit more relaxed, which is nice. We don't want it soggy. We still want it vibrant green. All of that beautiful cucumber into our bowl. And then we have some lettuce. I've just got some iceberg lettuce here. I am going to prepare my avocado, but I'm going to place it on top of the salad. I don't really want that creaminess or that softness to go throughout the whole salad. So I'm going to, again, nice long thin strips. You knew it was coming. And then about a quarter per person, or if this is your only sort of good fat intake for the day, a half is also totally fine. So you could easily add poached chicken breast to this, or your favorite sashimi. Going to pop that aside, might even, ahead of time, cut our quarters, ready for serving. I'm just gonna pop that on the plate while we get our other ingredients ready. So we've got our nori sheets here. I'm just gonna take out 2 of them. So seaweed has a beautiful umami flavor, but also a texture that you may not be as familiar with. Can be totally lovely, crunchy. You can hear the crack. So into our bowl, we're going to pop some of our noodles. Now we've got some beautiful edamame here. I'm gonna save most of them for the top of our salad. We're gonna mix up our yuzu and sesame. Going to give this a nice toss through so that all of our greens, I nearly forgot our asparagus, all in there all together. Tossing it all through. Making sure the dressing comes in contact with all of our salad ingredients. The contrast between the color of the noodles and the light and bright greenness of everything else is quite gorgeous. Alrighty, so I'm gonna serve up a nice, big, generous pile of our salad. So a handful more of our edamame, all on top there. Our avocado. Then we have our black and white sesame seeds, a nice sprinkling of those. Now I don't like to cover everything because I want you to be able to see a bit of everything. Some of our nori strands. And then for a little bit of extra creaminess, now I told you I didn't want the avocado all the way through. Similarly, I don't want our Kewpie mayo all the way through. I've got a wasabi one here, so I'm just going to put a little bit off to the side. And there is our beautiful light and bright and green soba noodle salad. You can see it hasn't taken us very long, but it's really satisfying. All of those lovely Japanese flavors that you can do right in your own home.